Don't listen to the naysayers. Rock Band is not a Guitar Hero ripoff. It's been crafted by the people who created Guitar Hero, who decided it was time to move on to bigger and better things, and without a doubt, they have. Incorporating guitar, drums, and vocals into one game, it's not a question of which game is superior. The question is whether the Stairway to Heaven is worth its hefty price tag.
Hook me up a new evolution, 'cause this one is alive.
The feature fans have been clamoring for is finally a reality. You can now make a living, breathing personification of your singing, drumming, or strumming self as an in-game avatar complete with a name, hometown, and temperament. The list of options, from clothes and accessories to hairstyles and tattoos, is more than accommodating to create a unique rocker to call your own. Then you can take that character and use him or her across all the game's options. In Band World Tour mode, players have the flexibility of picking between simple two-piece groups a la the White Stripes or full-blown rock quartets like The Who. Once the arrangement is settled, the band is given a name and banner, and you kick off your rise to rock superstardom by playing small gigs at local bars. Wow them enough and you'll earn fans to go with the paychecks, and your fame, represented by stars, will steadily begin to build. Over time, you'll even gain access to perks like a tour bus and a manager that'll dole out tips. Strategically, playing certain venues to win more fans, fame, and money is just as important as putting on a good show, making Guitar Hero's career mode seem archaic and stodgy by comparison. The only downside here, though, is that it's only accessible with 2 or more players, but that's alright because you can still play the solo mode with any of the 4 instruments. Tack on Score, Duel, and Tug of War for head-to-head play, and you begin to see that the breadth of options here is unmatched in the rhythm genre. One omission is online cooperative play, but that's about it.
She said, I'll throw myself away.
Rock Band has 58 songs out of the box, with all but a handful of them being original master recordings. With downloadable content already announced to be available shortly after launch, the hits will just keep coming. The soundtrack runs the gamut of classic rock staples like Deep Purple and the Stones to contemporary bands like the Chili Peppers, Foo Fighters, Weezer, and even Metallica. Overall, it strikes a pleasing balance between songs that are just as fun to play as they are to sing.
I've got my spine, I've got my orange crush.
While the cost of buying all the peripherals for Rock Band may seem inhibitive, you're basically getting Guitar Hero, Drum Hero, Karaoke Revolution, and the first ever band-based rhythm game all in one. And with the depth of the solo modes for each instrument, you'll have plenty to do when your bandmates aren't around. They say the apple never falls far from the tree, and players familiar with Guitar Hero will be able to jump right in and rock away. Well, at least with the guitar and bass. Drums and vocals are the 2 big additions here, and it's definitely where things get interesting, particularly when it comes to the meaty Band World Tour mode. While easier difficulties will be approachable enough for casuals, hard and expert are real tests of skill, even on guitar. The game subs out the round, button-style notes on the fret with discrete rectangular shapes that make spotting hammer-ons more difficult. If you do happen to bail out, Overdrive, Rock Band's version of Star Power, is useful for more than just racking up points. Activating it can also bring your bandmates back into the game if they've failed out. This is crucial because any one bandmate bombing for too long will cause the entire band to fail. But if you do manage to jam hard and long enough, your group will finish off songs with big rock endings. From the track list to overdrives and big rock endings, it's clear that Harmonix intended to make Rock Band a game that's just as much fun to play with others as it is solo. While that's not necessarily a bad thing, many of the game's features and content follow this credo, especially when it comes to the actual song choices. To take the edge off lavish, scene-stealing guitar riffs, the game opts for more songs with a stronger synergy between instruments. As a result, many of the songs lack prominent guitar riffs, so shredders weaned on Guitar Hero's melodic orchestrations may be in for a shock when they find themselves lazily strumming chords or picking through simple arpeggios. Though this may come as a detriment for soloists, it's a move that makes sense for a group-oriented game like Rock Band. when the entire band hushes their instruments for the ominous drum build-up during the intro to Enter Sandman, it's hard not to get goosebumps when everyone kicks in at the same time. And this brings up an important point. While all the guitar-based games before Rock Band didn't teach you how to become a real musician, spend some time with Rock Band and you'll learn how to play the drums. It even starts out with a gentle enough learning curve so that young skim beaters won't become frustrated. If you're man enough to brave the mic, you must sing along the lyrics that scroll on the screen, karaoke style. The object is to hit the right pitch and duration of each note, with some open space included for riffing. Though you may think you sound great in the shower every morning, Rock Band can be surprisingly strict when it comes to grading accuracy on harder difficulties. Rock Band goes for a richer experience, with the sum of all the band's parts playing in tune with one another, rather than just two players ZZ topping their way through pretzel-fingered guitar solos. It's definitely worth the sacrifice, as playing with friends is a whole lot more enjoyable. As an audio package, Rock Band is rock solid. The master recordings bring an unparalleled level of fidelity to the experience, and the audio levels between the varying instruments are crisp enough that they can all be audibly heard on separate channels. Even the bass manages to take center stage every so often. At certain points, you can even hear the crowd singing along. The visuals may not strike players right away, but various overlays, stage cues like fog machines, colored lights, pyrotechnics, and lasers are all nice subtle touches. Scripted stage events give each of the songs a distinct visual flavor and kick in reactively to your playing, though seeing most of it through 4 different instrument interfaces can be tough. Rock Band is the Guitar Hero sequel that never happened. The addition of the drums and vocals completely changed the genre from competitive to cooperative, though you still get the head-to-head options as well. For around $160, you get one guitar, a drum kit, and a microphone, though you won't be able to buy a second guitar until sometime next year, which definitely stings. But Rock Band isn't something that you'll play one day and forget the next. It's a tool set that will be revitalized every time a new song pack is released, and with all the improvements over the Guitar Hero formula, one that will eventually become the de facto standard in music and rhythm games. For those who can foot the bill, Rock Band delivers a gaming experience that's simply like no other.